video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello guys, I'm Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. I'm so excited today. The videos, my two overviews just went live on the channel and it's just so nice seeing the other people that went to Sims Camp's content up as well. Like, I just don't know. I'm so excited today. But anyways, today we are building a house with the new expansion pack. I do want to say before you go, like before you say clickbait or anything, yes, I am currently building in Newcrest. We were allowed to build a house shell from home and then bring it to camp so that I could make sure that I had something good to show you guys instead of something I felt like was a little bit rushed and all that. So I decided to build a house shell from home, and that's why we're building in Newcrest right now. If you do want to see Del Sol Valley, I have issues pronouncing that name, surprise. Anyways, if you do want to see just that, skip ahead to 12:05 or something like that in the video and you will see like the lighting changes. I don't have reshade installed anymore. The quality changes a bit as well because the settings that we were playing with at Sims Camp weren't the same as on my computer. I like my settings better, I will admit to that, but you will see the world in the background and all that, so be excited for that. But if you want to see the whole build and also be building the shell and everything, then stick around. I may talk a little bit about Sims Camp and also the pack and so on. So yeah, I do want to say before we get too into the video, thank you to EA for providing me with travel to this event, and also thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much. And yeah, so this is built on a 40x30 in Newcrest, at least while we're still building in Newcrest. I just assumed that there'd be a 40x30 in the new world. So I hadn't seen the world before leaving for Sims Camp, so I actually had no idea like what to go for. Didn't know what kind of style they were going for or anything like that, to be honest. Didn't know anything. I just knew that there'd be an area that was for, cheaper houses and an area that was for the more pricier houses where the famous people lived or the famous Sims, and that'd be a whole other area which is more community lots. That's all I knew. I didn't know what the buildings look like or anything like that. So I just assumed that there'd be a 40x30. I assumed that they go for a more contemporary style. However, I will say the houses in the bigger or in the more pricey area of the map they're very mixed in their exterior styles. So this house does fit in that way, like it's fine. It's contemporary houses is fine. I think one of the standard or one of the default houses in that area is actually a contemporary house. However, there was no 40x30. There were two 50x40s and a 64x64. So I had to put this on a 50x40. However, the view in the background is freaking amazing. I took my time staring at it, like, I don't know. I took my time. So yeah, that was a little bit, it doesn't look like, it doesn't fill out the entire space. But I hope you guys are okay with that, because I mean, I didn't actually get the tray files to this build. You can't use it anyways, so we're basically just showing off how to use new furniture or how I would use new furniture, and also that's the whole like area that we're building in later on. So yeah, I'm sorry you can't use this house, and also it doesn't really fit on the lot, but hopefully it's okay. So it is only for either 1 or 2 Sims. I built it for a woman, a famous Sim who is either an actress or a musician, and she also live streams from home, so there'll be some of that stuff in this house, which I'm super excited about. And also as a YouTuber, I'm super excited to see like that aspect to make it into the game, you know what I mean? So yes, and I think there are 2 bathrooms. However, I only furnished one of them. I was just trying to save time, and also again, you guys won't be able to download this house anyways, so I figured it would be okay that it wasn't like fully furnished, like fully finished in that way. Plus, you guys know I don't really like doing bathrooms, so I chose to skip that one. But the other one should be finished, so you guys get to see that. It's not the most cluttered house. I tried to mainly stick to the new furniture, so there's not a whole lot of clutter. If you saw my build and buy overview, a lot of the new furniture is like, or a lot of the new objects I should probably say, because it's not just furniture. It's like very movie set kind of inspired. There's a lot of props and a lot of, what are those called? Set items, you know what I mean? So not like, there's still sets that you can use in a house, but a lot is still for movie sets basically. So I stuck with the ones with the furniture, of course, but I mean, I don't really see how I could fit in any of the other stuff in this house. I still want to try and build with some of the other stuff because it's very different and it just looks so pretty, like it's so detailed and everything. I don't know if it actually works like gameplay wise, but I still want to do like something, try to do something creative, possibly fail at it, but still do my best to try at least. So yeah. So this house is inspired by a house that I saw on Pinterest. You guys know, if you've watched my channel for a while now, that contemporary is very new to me, so I still wanted to build something like that for the game, so I decided to look up on Pinterest to see if I could find some beautiful houses to take inspiration from, and I found one that I thought fit this whole like vibe of the new expansion pack. Like it looked very luxurious, like some kind of rich person lived in it, so I thought, yes, we'll just take inspiration from that. It doesn't look exactly like the house, but you can definitely see that I've taken inspiration from it, definitely. So, but contemporary is new to me. I did want to go for that style rather than colonial because I feel like colonial is just like a little squared. It's I'll still build a colonial at some point, but I feel like it's a little squared, so I decided to go for contemporary, which is still squared but several squares put together. So I'm so good at explaining building, I know. Anyways, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. I am super excited. I hope you guys like this house. I did spend a fair amount of time on it, so like I really hope you guys like this house. It was so stressful. I had no idea game capture would be that stressful, but like when I started, I jumped straight into continuing on this house. Like during my first session, we had 2 sessions of 2 hours, and I knew that I wanted this house done. Like I wanted it to be, you know, safe, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to make sure that it was done and ready for you guys. So I continued this house right away in my first session, and I was shaking. Like I was shaking bad. Like I was so nervous. Everyone, I felt like people were staring at me, even though I sat in the corner, like back against the wall, you know what I mean? I still felt like, I don't know, people were staring at me. The gurus were walking around looking at the different computers. It was very scary, but we got through it. Everything is good. We got the house done, but still I was very nervous. I was like shaking, and at some point it felt like my chair was falling or something. It felt like the floor wasn't fully still, but everything turned out great. So I was just being a little bit nervous and dramatic, but it's fine. So I'm so happy I got this done for you guys, and I hope you like it. So it was possible for us at camp to play with terrain manipulation. However, I decided from home that I didn't want to do that because I saw the live stream, and I just like the latest live stream they did where they kind of showed off everything about it, and I just decided like it looked a little too complicated for me to spend my limited amount of time on it, so I decided to just stick with like flat ground. But I know some other YouTubers have played around with it. Also, it was really difficult. Like I tried quickly to see if I could add just a little bit, but it didn't really work when you already had a shell done. It looked a little bit weird, so I decided to just scrap it all together. But the next couple of builds, or not the next couple of builds, but once we get terrain manipulation on, I don't know when it comes out, but but when we get it, I will definitely go crazy with it because I have missed that in my game. So that's going to be really good to like dig into and learn and everything. I saw some of the other people's builds, and terrain manipulation just looks really good. So I am so excited for that. So excited to like, I don't know, build something crazy with it. Probably not, let's be honest. We're gonna stick to the safe stuff on here, but still like play around with it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and definitely think it's a great addition to the game. Definitely something that we've been missing, so super excited about that, but also kind of excited to like watch the speed builds that the other people have done to see like what did they do, how does it work, and all that. So very excited for that, but none of that today, not in this build, unfortunately. So if you're looking for that, won't happen. But we are using a lot of the new items. We didn't get a whole lot of like build items for the house, like for the exterior of the house. I do swap out some, I think most of the doors and also some windows here and there. Other than that, I swap out some painting, I think. The gray here from Fitness Stuff Pack, we actually got a wallpaper that looks kind of like it, just a little bit more detailed, a little bit more, there's some contrast going on there, so I decided to swap that one out. I also decided to swap those wall dividers from, are they from City Living, I think? I swapped those out as well with some from Get Famous because they basically look the same. They're just a little bit thicker, so I thought, why not just do that? So yeah, they're also placed on the wall rather than in the middle of the wall, if that makes any sense. When you use those wall dividers, you know, the 4 pillars you can see right here from City Living, they're kind of in the middle of the wall, like a part of the wall, but once you use those ones from Get Famous, they're kind of like on the wall. I don't know if that makes any sense, if it even makes a difference to you guys. Just trying to explain here. So I swapped those out and used the ones from Get Famous instead. I used some tables here in the backyard as well because I kind of wanted this person to have like a party area in the backyard. So oh, there's one thing I use that is technically from terrain manipulation, but not really. We can, from now on, if the foundations aren't connected, we can raise them like separately from each other. So I put the pool on a foundation and I raised the foundation just a little bit, so the pool is kind of like on an elevated ground compared to the rest of the backyard. However, the house is still on like the ground, no foundation or whatever. So it was just nice to have the opportunity to do that because I think sometimes it looks a little bit weird when the foundation or when the pool is just on the ground, you know what I mean? So I also cut a little bit out of the landscaping because I know you guys really want to get to the Get Famous stuff, so I just decided to skip ahead a little bit. Hopefully that's okay. It was getting very repetitive anyways, so yeah, hopefully that's okay. We're getting to it in just a few seconds. I am so excited for you guys to see the background because oh my god, the city looks so good from the pinnacles, which is the rich, like the famous rich celebrity area kind of situation. So look at the background, like I don't know if you can see it probably right now, but like, yes, so obsessed. We were looking at it. I actually included a photo of this house during night at the end of the video, so you'll see like the lights going crazy in the back, yeah. It's just so pretty. So very excited for you guys to see that as well. And as you can see right here, I'm just swapping out some wallpapers. I swapped out some of the fencing with this one, which is kind of like glass, but it lights up at night, which I think is pretty cool. You can get in like different kinds of colors as well. And right here, as I was talking about before, I swapped out the Fitness Stuff Pack wallpaper with one from Get Famous, which sort of looks the same, but it's a little bit different. There's some contrast to it, so I like that one. It's a little cleaner as well, so it's nice to have like different opportunities, so different choices, different options. That's the word I was looking for. And over here, swapping out those windows as well with some that are new and super pretty, very detailed. I like that they kind of like bump out from the wall rather than they're just on the wall, if you know what I mean. Like, probably not. I just like it. Anyways, I was also trying to swap out some of the other windows with some that kind of look like them a little bit, but decided not to. But we'll use those windows some other time. And here is what I mean with the wall dividers. I swapped them out with some that pretty much look exactly like them. They're just a little bit thicker. They also don't come in a completely white swatch. So I do change them up. I do change them to brown later on, I think. I actually like how that looks with the rest of the build. So, because there's a little bit of blue going on, there's some white, there's some brown, and some black as well. So it's okay to swap those out and change them to either black or brown. I think both swatches or both colors would have looked fine with it. So yeah, and we also got some fencing. Or some fence. I don't necessarily think that one looks like super great with this kind of build, but I went with it anyways. Hopefully it looks okay to you guys. I just wanted to use as many new things as possible because, you know, whenever there's something new for us, I just go a little bit crazy, you know, as per usual. So I did that here as well, and I really like that fence though. doesn't necessarily look like super great with like a contemporary house, you know what I mean? Here you can see I put down the foundation and then I raised it just a little bit separately from the house, and then I put the pool on top again afterwards. I did have to fix some stuff with that, I don't know what that's called, but you can see me right now, I'm fixing it because it kind of bugged a little bit, but it's fine. And then I put the pool on top and add a staircase. I think the staircase is new as well, so they can get up on the foundation and into the pool. And I added a, what is that called? So they can jump from it, and also some stairs. I don't know what that's called actually. I should look that up. Anyways, the ground here is also new. The tiles, I love them. We have 2 new tiles, I think, and also some marble. Possibly 3 new tiles, I don't fully remember. The one on the foundation right now under the pool is new, and also the one right here is also new. I really like both of them. I think I possibly like the one to the right now better. It also comes in like these crazy like red swatch, for example, so I really like that one, and I think I may have used one of them inside. I don't remember which one. So I do feel like the house interior got a little bit cold-ish because of that. I'm used to using wood floors. I don't ever use like carpets, to be honest. I kind of swayed away from that, but yeah, I just didn't think that the wooden floor that we got fit this kind of house very well. It's more like, yeah, for the more mid-century modern kind of stuff. So I decided to go with floor tiles, but like it just looks a little bit cold. In here is the bedroom. It is a little bit weird. I do go back and change the color scheme like twice or something because I just did not like it. But I really wanted to use that bed. I felt like the mid-century modern one didn't really fit the whole vibe of the house, and the other one was a little bit too futuristic, so I decided to go for that one. I just wanted to use new items, and I do really like that bed though. It's so funky, like it comes with the funniest swatches. So it has like I think there's like a white black zebra one, but also a hot pink and black zebra one. There's a leopard one. There is a weird rainbow swatch kind of thing situation. There are several more neutral ones like black, gray, white, of course. I think there's possibly a beige kind of ish color as well. Like there's a lot of swatches with the new items. They all have like crazy amount of swatches as far as I remember, most of them at least. I love that rug underneath the bed as well. That comes in a lot of different patterns, so super versatile, and we love that, so super excited to use that in the future as well. And oh, the paintings, I have not talked enough about the paintings. You'll see those in a second. I freaking love them. I did give her a walk-in closet over here. She also gets her own office and her own live stream room, so she has a little bit of everything. I just thought, you know, it didn't really matter that it was a huge house and there wasn't room for a whole family, also because we didn't actually get any new furniture for children or toddlers or anything. So I decided to just like go all out for just one sim. Hopefully that's okay. Maybe she's just living her best life, her best famous celebrity life, and is not ready for kids or anything like that. She may be living with her partner, I don't know, but I just figured it would be okay if there wasn't room for any kids, because like I said, we didn't really have any new items for kids or toddlers. It would have been funny if we had, but unfortunately we didn't. I also had to, for the kitchen, to go for, oh god, what canister go with? Either, is it Cool Kitchen? No, it's not Cool Kitchen. Perfect Patio, I think, because those ones fit the whole vibe of the house best, but I definitely feel like we're missing some kitchen stuff. It's weird that continuously for every expansion pack we haven't gotten any kitchen stuff. Like, what's that about? Like, is that a thing? Are they gonna continue that? Because I'm not okay with that. I need new kitchen counters. So a little bit on the fence about that, or a little bit unhappy with that, but hopefully for the next one, crossing my fingers, we'll get some kitchen stuff, because I am in desperate need of new kitchen stuff. So there you go. In here she got the little live stream office kind of thing. I try to put up a nice background in case she does live stream, so it doesn't look all, I don't know, I didn't want to put up a white white background or a green one because that kind of looks out of place in the whole house. But I also wanted it to look nice, like it could actually look like a background she would use for streaming, so I decided to use those paintings that I'm still stressed about. They have the nicest like different swatches. You get the black white ones, you get some more that are a little bit more like mid-century modern kind of, like not really like necessarily mid-century modern, but they fit that style. They have a lot of colors on them, they're a little bit more abstract, and I really love them. There is another kind of style for those pictures as well. I didn't use that one, so I don't fully remember what it looked like, but I'm pretty sure I'm showing it in my build bio review, so I will go back and check that out afterwards. But really happy with those paintings. I did feel like we needed more paintings, so I'm happy we got some that are fairly versatile as well, and also really loving that wall mirror thing. When I saw it, I gasped like yes, because we got the one from Jungle Adventure in February and we just need more. Like I love like not mirrors that are hanging from on the wall, but like standing against the wall or leaning against the wall. I love them. So that one is actually not necessarily leaning against the wall, but it kind of looks like it, so I'm okay with that. Also, I don't know what this thing I'm using under the TV is, but I don't know what it is, if it's a chair or a table or whatever, but I thought it fit okay under the table, so I decided to go for that and just sized the ones on the outer, like the two outer ones down, so it looked a little bit prettier and not like, well, it kind of still looks weird. It's fine. Okay, whatever. So in here we got the living room, and I'm using the zebra, the zebra rug. I don't usually use like animal prints in my builds, but for a change, I thought it was okay because it looks a little bit more extravagant. It had to look a little bit more expensive, kind of. I do think that with zebra prints, like animal prints overall, you could easily make it all look tacky. But I think when the rest of the house looks very simple, very clean and all that, you know, very white, black, gray, and a little bit of blue, it looks fine. Like it doesn't look tacky to me at least, but you know, we could have different opinions and that's completely okay. But I was having fun with that rug, so I wanted to use it in the zebra one, also because it just adds something nice to the floor, and I definitely needed a rug in there because I don't know, floor tiles, I feel like it's weird for a house, like for a living room. It's okay in a kitchen, but a living room and a dining room and, you know, other places, it just feels kind of cold, so I needed there to be a rug, you know what I mean? So yeah. And in here she's got the other office, which is the more standard office. So she's got her computer, because I don't actually know if you can use the live stream computer for just like normal things, so I decided to put in another one, even though this house isn't for gameplay. Why do I still think about that? Anyways, okay, so she's got a bookcase in here as well, so this is more like a skill leveling kind of room rather than instead of the live streaming room that is upstairs, the live streaming office. So it is a big house. It's okay that she has two offices. Okay, she's very serious about her channel and whatever else she's doing, her skills as well. I'm super excited to dig into gameplay once the pack comes out, because I didn't actually get to do anything like that. Like I didn't have time, because I spent 2 hours furnishing this house at Sims Camp, and then I spent the rest of the time doing the overviews and also a map overview, which is hopefully coming up later today, possibly not until tomorrow because it's getting kind of late here. Well, actually no, it's 4:45, whatever. But we'll see if it comes up later today or tomorrow, but this should be coming either way. So I am a little like, I would have wanted a desk that was from this pack, or a desk in this pack, but we did get the live stream desk. However, it doesn't actually work. You can't just take it and use it as a desk, which kind of sucks a little bit because it's really nice and it's that L shape that we all want that shape. So that was a little bit of a disappointment as well, but hopefully I can find it in the debug or something. I don't know. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, because I really want the desk. It's a glass desk and it looks really nice, so I just really wanted to use that one, but it wasn't there. So unfortunately, no new desk this time around, unless we can find it in the debug, but I don't think so, to be honest. But yeah, I was really trying to use this wallpaper, but it's so extra. Like it's a marble kind of wallpaper. I did put it in the walk-in closet, where she's kind of got this like fitting area in front of the mirror as well. I don't fully know how that works in gameplay, but it should work somehow. I just, I don't know, she's got this kind of pedestal that she stands on, and then, you know, someone will dress her up or something. Not entirely sure, like I said, I don't know how it works, but I thought it looked cool and the idea of it made me happy, so I decided to include it. But yeah, so she's got a fitting room in there and also some closets. The closets or the wardrobes look amazing. I was so, like, aghast when I saw them, like, yes, we were dying over in the corner of the capture room over those freaking wardrobes, so super excited about those. That's also a new table which looks super pretty, and other than that I think I just add a few things here and there, some bar stools down at the bar, and went back to try to change the swatch of that bed again because, you know, we're never happy. So anyways, this is the end of the speed build, so I hope you guys like this one. You can't download it off the gallery, but there will be plenty of speed builds once the expansion pack comes out, so be excited for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.